This is someone who would be really cheap. Cordarelle Patterson, he's a running back in his 30s. He's had like 300 career carries. He is, God, he's one of the best returners I've ever freaking seen. And he doesn't get hurt. He's durable. I love Cordarelle Patterson. I say sign him, of course, at the right price. What do you think?
No. They're not going to. They're not going to. Just prepare yourself for a name like Justin Jackson from LA. He has the Anthony Lynn connection. Who knows? It's what they do. And you know what? Justin Jackson is going to be fine over here. I think he's going to play very well, and I think 49er fans will like him. But this is too flashy of a name. Cordarelle's about to get paid. I mean, his football story is one of the oddest, right? Like 8-year breakout. I never heard of in year 8.
He was playing the wrong position for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they figured out he was 30.
Yeah.
I love this guy. To me, you wouldn't have to run Debo as much. He can do what Debo does on offense, especially at running back. It would take a lot of the burden off of Debo, and it gives you one of the best returners in the game. And I think the Niners could use a weapon at returner. They haven't had one in a long time. You don't need it. Couldn't hurt. I love Cordarelle Patterson, and he'd be cheap. Hell, you would think he'd be expensive?
No. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna be cheap. I wouldn't say that, okay. But I think that, and you know what's funny is everybody always says, well, Shanahan grabs running backs off the scrap heap, and that's not true. That's not true though. But that's not all the way true. You pay Jerick McKinnon a bunch of monies to not play at all. You signed Tevin Coleman off the rip. You traded up for Joe Williams. You invest in running back. You just don't give out the big deal. So, I mean, I don't know what to make of it because Patterson
made Kyle Juszczyk the highest paid fullback ever. Yep.
That's a running back, right? So, like, everybody's just like, oh, he just can pick up any undrafted free agent. Yeah, he can, but that's not what they do. Like, that's not something that they always do. Like, Matt Breida and all these other guys, yeah, you can make a case for those things, but they still paid for certain guys just because they didn't work out. So, when they identify a guy and they like it, they'll go for it. But I just have a feeling that they are going to say, hey, remember Trey Sermon? We got him, man. He's pretty good, right? Like, he should be all right. Like, they're just – so they'll probably bring in somebody who's a solid guy, right? Like the Wayne Gallman move last year that I thought that they were going to keep Wayne Gallman, and they didn't. Something like that. And it won't be anything really
a tier below, a tier 3. Okay. Buddy Boy 88 says Niners need to upgrade O-line and free agency. J.C. Treader, Will Hernandez, Nate Herbig, terrible track record developing their own. I agree with that.
I like the Will Hernandez one.
He has hella short arms, but I haven't really watched him. And I just remember him when he was coming out of UTEP. Who was it?
Will Hernandez. Will Hernandez's numbers last year compared to Laken Tomlinson are strikingly similar.
Oh,
I mean, he might have only given up 1 or 2 more hits, something like that. But he was much maligned when he came in the league. Trust me, the Giants fans did not like him at all. But this year, he actually played a lot better. So Will Hernandez is an intriguing one. I like that call, actually.
Gizmo Maltese says, don't you think we need a solid backup quarterback? What if Trey goes down? We don't really know how durable he is. He got injured after this game.
Hold on. Solid backup? Studfeld. What are we talking about, bro? Like, it's locked in. You see that money they gave Studfeld? That's your backup.
I don't like
that.
They're
not doing nothing.
I don't like that at all because I think everyone says backup quarterback doesn't matter. Well, the Niners wouldn't have made the playoffs this year if it wasn't for their backup quarterback winning a big game in freaking December.
And almost knocking off the undefeated Cardinals, but nobody ever wants to talk about that.
Trey plays a physical style of football. He might miss a couple games. That game he misses might be critical. All you need is someone who can win with a good team. And it's like you don't really want to have anyone with a career win under their belt on your team. No one. You just Sudfeld will do it. You don't know that. You've never seen him win a game or start a game. So it seems like they could have got someone like Colt McCoy, someone real cheap with a little bit of success. And they're like, nah, we like Sudfeld. He's good in the meeting room. Like, all right, okay. Good luck.
Sudfeld, baby.
I know Tyrod's a little too expensive, right? But
Tyrod got paid.
Tyrod got paid. Good for Tyrod. Niners playing Moneyball, it feels like. Well, that's
always
what and Jed do. They are financial analysts. It's what they do. Sorry.
Always.
It's not Eddie's team anymore.
And that's not an opinion either.
You'd love to get Eddie on this show and get what do you think of what your nephew's really doing? What do you think, Eddie?
He'll be like, bro, he's like, they don't even allow me in the crib anymore because I'm out here trying to whip everybody ass. Yeah.
We get rid of key players and haven't signed anybody. Whew. Well, they signed one corner.
Man? Special teams ace, bro. They haven't signed him yet. That's not done. The one that's done, they had an introduction today for Burks, the special teamer, man. You really got to put those guys in front of the camera, man. Go for it.
What about when Michael Duran says Calais Campbell or Akeem Hicks for a vet min?
I'd love Calais Campbell or Akeem Hicks. Those are if again, so many players you would just allow just on a vet min, but you got to hope that that's what they are about, man. But I would love both of those guys. I don't care about Calais Campbell's age; he was still dominant last year with the Ravens, man. And we spoke to DaCosta at the combine. He could not stop talking about Calais Campbell when we had a chance to talk with him.
Don't sign Zadarius Smith. He's another D Ford case. Dallas. Well, he did miss most of last season, so I don't really know what's up with that.